ironically good with the auto-tune. Uh, it's pretty epic with the auto-tune correction. I would have to give that. I'd give that a 7 out of 10. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a 7 out of 10.
Better than the original track.
It's pretty good. What we'll do is when we get to a break or at the end of this, we'll listen all the way through to Spangler auto-tuned karaokeing some Miley Cyrus.
Honey Badger's about to clean up this knife round as well, so it seems as though they are on track to have their choice. Well, and Heartbreaker has two. Yeah, he was doing it. If he lost that, I probably would have exploded. But yeah, so there you go. Honey Badgers wins the knife round. Hack has already swapped teams, so clearly he wants to switch.
They're switching teams with their quickness.
A lot of teams are unaware of the fact that Spangler is there, so he can switch the teams manually, or just kind of flip them at the same time. And I also believe there's a console command. So now the teams are all sorted out, and we can go live.
It looks like we are going live. The switch has happened. As you guys can see, Honey Badgers is going to be your CT-sided team. Terrorist side is Victorious Secret. And it looks like we're about to go live here. And CT side for Honey Badgers, I think that's going to give them a little bit more of an advantage. I already think they're going to win, but allowing them to play what is presumably the harder side for them, and then letting them take the easier side later on should net them enough rounds to take this home. Who knows? Maybe we're going to have some ownage type action here. 16-0. I hope not, but it is always a possibility. It looks like it's going to be a two-player cat stack for your CT side Honey Badgers. Smart play there. Push the players back off cat, and it looks like they're going to set back up and rotate back over to B. Here comes, moving into B, running in there. Creasy's going to get the first kill. Sparks is still there to clean up, trying to get one for his team, and he does. Jesus Juice on the trade out, so now it's going to be a 4 versus 3. Bomb is going to get planted in the B bomb site. Rotate incoming. Another CT goes down. Rage Quit Ron is going to be the one who takes... that name again. Rage Quit Ron. My Achilles heel. But now it's a 2 versus 2. 2 versus 1 early in the round. Bomb is going to be planted. One is going to smoke himself out. Go for the defuse. Smoked out. Teammates going to be protecting. That is going to be Yeti, who takes down Rage Quit Ron. 3K for Hack, and the bomb is going to be defused. First round goes to Honey Badgers.
Yeah, I was prepared to talk about how Victoria's Secret did a great job of sending their feelers out and then grouping up and being able to get into the site before stalling out. But Hack just ripped it away from him with some great USP shots, getting in the site and working well off his teammate to make sure his teammate could cover him while he diffused in the smoke. That's just a great play. I didn't even see that coming.
It was a solid play there. Retake skills from Honey Badgers. And, wow, they have a huge A-stack. Again, the stacking the 2 players on Cat. I shouldn't say huge, but the 2 players on Cat is a little overkill. Should be playing an anti-eco here, but they're going full bore for it. Got 2 kills already. Weapon superiority is in their hands here. Now it's going to be a 3 versus 5. And in this situation, if you are the terrorist, you're just trying to knock out as many guns as possible here. Possibly grab your own.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, eco rounds, especially when you're down by 2 players, probably not going to win it, but that doesn't mean you can't have a successful round. I mean, you can have, there are plenty of successful rounds that don't result in wins, and, I would not exactly say that was one of them. They didn't get any guns down. They were unable to get the plant, but they did have that first round plant, so they might be buying up here if they feel gutsy. And no, actually, it doesn't look like they will. I see a P250 on Creasy, a CZ on Obese, and just some more standard pistols. They're going to be saving. They want all the money in the bank going into the gun rounds. I think it's a smart play. I mean, Honey Badgers is a really good team. They are very coordinated with their guns. By saving on this round when they had the plant, they were basically ensuring 2 gun rounds when they want them. So I think it's a smart play. And there you go. They get an opening pick and might be able to get a plant here as well.
Trying to get the plant down to the retake is already happening, though. CT's on the rotate. 4 versus 3. 4v2 now. Stop the bomb plant, and he's not able to. Yeti's got to come through the door to get it. 1 remaining player. Creasy versus 4. He gets taken down at the end by Yeti. 2K for Heartbreaker, 2K for Yeti, and that is going to be a 3rd round for Honey Badgers.
So that is a successful round that doesn't result in a win. So now the T's are instantly buying up as they should. I mean, I think their quote unquote poorest player had around like $6,500. So they're going to be economically kind of in it for the long haul. And I like that play. A lot of teams like to force just because they can when they get that original bomb plant. But clearly Victoria's Secret is thinking long term, and I like that they have just that kind of outlook on the game.
First kill of the round is going to open up. BDAM quickly gets traded out, though. Yeti is there on the auxiliary trade, and it's going to be offset now. We're going to have a 4 versus 3 here in favor of Honey Badgers. They're going to be working those guns. Heartbreaker with the op hack, and the rest of his teammates, Sparks and Yeti, both rocking FAMASs here, while Abyss and then Clock and Rage Quit Ron are all rolling AKs, except for Rage Quit, who's got an op now, who made it work for him, got one pick, trying to splay through the door. Sparks is going to be in a gunfight, and Clock ends up winning that. So down to a 3-on-2 reset now. Terrorists have the advantage, possibly a 3 versus 1, and oh my goodness, Hack working that FAMAS so very well. Gets 2 headshots, one through a box, the other one is just a direct cleanup, and Clock is finally able to take him down. 1 versus 1 situation now, and we have Heartbreaker versus Clock, and Clock is just going for the bomb, not really knowing where the CT's at. CT's actually going to be boosting Catwalk and coming in on him now. I don't know if I lagged right there, or that was a start of a plant and then trades it. Ooh, that nade. That nade almost completely ripped Clock there. He's down to 10 HP. Both players very low. It's 25 HP versus 10 HP here. Clock's going to flash, trying to make something happen for his team. He's got to play very smart here. Here comes the walk up, and Honey Badgers Heartbreaker is able to walk up and get the kill, and that is going to be the first buy round going to Honey Badgers.
Heartbreaker did a good job of staying calm there when he needed to, and picking up the 1v1 despite having the health and positional advantage. But really got to chalk that round up to Hack using his positioning and catching 2 terrorists off guard who I think should have pretty easily taken him out. But that's what made the play so good. He did eventually get traded out by the 3rd guy, but at that point he had done enough damage and gathered enough information for Heartbreaker to kind of clean it up. So another great play from Honey Badgers, and I expected nothing less.
This is looking like it's going to be a 4-1 split here, and I'm kind of surprised Rage Quit wasn't making a lot more noise in B to try and distract, maybe try and pull a rotate, and he's doing enough now. He pulled 1 player off a Cat. Now there's 2 sitting there at Cat, trying to prevent him from getting out, but the off is that long. That's Yeti, who's already got 2. Now he's got 3. Rage Quit Ron peaks at the wrong time. Only 1 player left alive. Let's snap over his perspective. That is going to be Clock of Raw, or Clock of Row, I believe. Clock of Row. Oh, planting in the fire. So much damage there taken. He is down very low in HP, 26. If he gets naded, he's about out of this. 1 versus 3. Bomb is planted. They're going to get the money for it, and Honey Badgers is going to win their 5th round.
Their coordination, and the same kind of coordination that they showed on Mirage, is really what's bringing them through on this game. I mean, it was a 3-on-1 there, so you got to assume that you're supposed to win pretty much every 3-on-1 that you're in. But the way they collapsed on the guy in sight from literally 3 different angles at once is about as good of a retake as you can have. Not allowing the last remaining terrorist to force any 1-on-1s, just cornering him with all 3 members, and sticking 3 guns in his face makes it just too difficult to win the round. So Honey Badgers, just they're looking solid. I mean, this is their game right here. This is they're playing their own play style, and Victoria's Secret really isn't punishing them for it yet.
Looks like they're going to go back with that 4-1 split here. Rage Quit Ron is going to be your single player. The rest of the T's are trying to push their way through long A. 1 is already taken down on the cross. That's Heartbreaker, who is all over the cross, and Rage Quit trying to jump up onto the catwalk through the Xbox, gets taken down. Here comes the cross. Terrorists are across. They got to get that bomb plant. And Jesus Juice with a nice shot there, taking down the catwalk player. And that jump right there, Yeti, if he would have got the dink off right there, that would have been so ridiculously insane. Jesus Juice is going to jump, boost over the top of him, gets him. No 180 flick shot for Yeti there, but now it's a 2 versus 3. Obese is so low. Sparks at long. He gets 1. Now he's got to fight against 2 more. No, he goes down, and it's now a 1 versus 1. The terrorist is right there in his face. Jesus Juice versus Heartbreaker, and Jesus Juice clutches around 1 versus 1 to get Victoria's Secret their first round, 5-1.
Victoria's Secret did a good job of fighting off that retake there, getting the kills when they needed to, and Jesus Juice doing a good job of staying in a kind of unpredictable position to pick up the last guy. That was a good play right there, and they're not exactly out of the woods yet. They have that one round win, but by winning a round, they forfeit all of the bonus money that they've begun to accrue. So if they lose this round, they're going to be in an unfortunate position where they're going to have to save, and that only empowers Honey Badgers. They're just they'll look at that and just start teeing off. Clearly they're a very momentum-based team. Once they start going, it's hard to slow them down.
Honey Badger's opening pick. Yeti is working so very well at long here. His teammates trying to pick up a little bit of slack, though, as he got smoked out. They're already on the fast rotate. They're able to pick up 2. It's a 3 versus 3. Bomb is going to be planted in the A bomb site, and B-Dam is able to get 1. Going for the second kill, not able to get it as he was partially flashed. Now it's a 2 versus 2. Clock of Row is right there in top of the site. Rage Quit, it was all over the player trying to come ramp, and Clock ends up taking out the last one. So 2 rounds in a row for Victoria's Secret, and the score is 5-2.
So as soon as I say they're not out of the woods, they find their way out of the woods. They succeeded in keeping their economy together, tacking on the rounds, and now actually forcing Honey Badgers to save. So, they're on track to start picking up some rounds of their own. It's, common knowledge that this is a more T-sided map. I'm pretty sure it's the most T-sided map of all the maps in the competitive rotation right now. So, they're doing a good job. 2 rounds is, a fine place to be, considering how they started. But, they're not, I have to stop saying, They are not done yet, though. They just need to keep tacking on the rounds, and they need to win the half, I think, if they're going to be able to shut down Honey Badgers in the second half.
Into your round number 8 now. Trades incoming. Doing well, though. It is going to be an eco here for Honey Badgers, trying to get a couple more kills. Both players left alive very low, both in one tap area here, and it's going to be a 2 versus 1 now. Jesus Juice does have a gun. So does Yeti at long. Jesus Juice makes it a 1 versus 1, and Yeti's got to move up with that op. Jesus Juice down to 8 HP here. This is a winnable clutch for either player. They're so very close. Oh, he picks up the CZ that's loaded, steps around the corner, and gets the kill and the defuse here. So successful eco round here for Honey Badgers. Score will be 6-2.
I really thought that the last remaining T there was going to be able to pick it up because that round Honey Badgers wasn't really able to collapse on the site in the same way that they had been before, and they basically forced 2-1 with the 2v1 advantage. So, played well by the terrorist, about as well as he could have, but unfortunately, just the individual play from Honey Badgers was too strong. Wow, they won 2 rounds in a row and they're still saving. That's, I guess they have to do what they have to do. If their economy is not where they want it to be, they have to save. But that's pretty surprising. Usually if you win that second round, you get out of that, economy hole and you're good to go. But unfortunately, that is not the case for Victoria's Secret.
And even though they were winning 2 rounds in a row there, they lost a lot of their players. It ended up being 2v1 or 1v1
True.
clutches. So there was a lot of rebuying happening. Ooh, pushing out middle is going to be Victoria's Secret, and they're going to lose 2. They're going to lose 3 now, trying to make their way into B. Bomb is got to be by himself in the tunnels, trying to escape here, possibly drop some guns. They have not killed a single CT yet, and Honey Badgers is on the hunt here. They're going to be looking for him. B-Dam in position, takes down Creasy, and that is going to be a 7th round for Honey Badgers, who has taken control of Dust 2 right now.
Yeah, they seem to be all over the map, and they're covering each other really well. I mean, I don't think I've seen one of the Honey Badger members really get caught off guard anywhere. I mean, haven't been surprised by, where a terrorist is or, a nade they throw. So because of that, Honey Badgers is, just sticking to their game plan, working off of each other, staying coordinated, and, they're teeing off.
Round 10 underway. We only have a few more left in this half, and then we'll be going to the end of it, or to the second half, excuse me. Victoria's Secret is definitely looking to try and grab a few more rounds here. On T side, what is your safety net later, round-wise?
Really, the safety net has to be like 7 rounds, right? 7 rounds isn't great, but at least with 7 rounds, you're like, all right, we kept it close. If we have a good start, win the pistol round, we can bring this game back. And the T's are now getting an opening pick, but I'm not sure if it is enough. They just need a lot more rounds. They need a lot more than one pick. They need some real convincing takes, some large round wins, and they need to wipe all the CTs. I mean, they're letting the CTs get away with a lot.
Here comes the catwalk push here, and Rage Quit Ron has got the only 2 kills the round for his team so far. Ooh, that double peek there from Yeti did not pay off as Creasy was waiting for him and ended up taking him down. And the lurk right there from Clock as the bomb is going to be planted, and he might catch Heartbreakers. Oh, he was not ready. Heartbreaker was all over the top of that and takes him down. So now it's going to be a 2 versus 3 bomb plant in the A bomb site, and one is already at the elevator. Sparks is already right there. His teammate's working out with an op right now. Checking, gets the shot. So now it's a 2 versus 2 winnable here. Bomb is not planted for Pit, and it's the other player is at Pit, so if they can get the kill here, and no, they're not going to. Obese is able to take down 2 at the end of that. 2 for Rage Quit and Heartbreaker with 2, and the score is now 7-3.
Obese was in a position there where he really had to step up. He had to get those 2 kills to win the round. As you said, it was not planted for Pit, and the last remaining player was Pit. So if he went down, though, it would have been an easy, cover and defuse for the CTs. So smart play, or no, I guess not a smart play, just a solid individual play by Victoria's Secret, showing that that they can compete, especially on the individual, just straight up fragging level.
That is going to be a take into the B. That bid is successful for them. They get the kill, and now continuing to move. Bomb is going to be planted B. Here comes the rotate. 3 players from CT on the retake attempt here. 1 is still lurking mid. I noticed Victoria's Secret. Ooh, that shot from Yeti. Wow, nice shot there up through the mid double doors to take that down. Now it's going to be a 3 versus 4. Much more winnable now, and they are not even going for it. It looks like they're going to back out completely, save their rifles and their armor and defuse kit there.
I definitely stand by that move. I think it's smart. The T's in Victoria's Secret are now starting to gain that momentum, kind of making the comeback happen a little bit. So, rather than, give up all the extra, rounds and things like that. I mean, I guess they are giving up the round. That's not what I meant to say. Rather than give up their money and their position in the lead and the momentum they've already established, they're just going to fall back, keep their guns. I mean, they have 2 scopes this round, at least 1 M4. I assume there's going to be guns on the other players as well. So they were able to still make a round out of it, despite the fact that they got, kind of tooled around pretty early in that round.
And I like how Honey BadgerZ is switching it up here. They were playing 2 on catwalk. Now they're switching 2 long. The initial guy from long is going to rotate back to the A site, be the fast rotate into mid, as the mid player is going to rotate back to B. And it's going to be a B attempt right now. Trying to hold it is going to be Sparks. Gets 1, going for 2, gets the 2nd, trying for the 3rd. The rifle beat him though, but his teammate Heartbreaker is very close there, and BDAM knows there's a lurker there. It's going to be Creasy with the op. Can he spray him down? And he does. So now it's going to be a 2 versus 1. Bomb is going to be planted in the B site. Let's snap over to some terrorist perspective here. Rage Quit is very low. He's down to 15 HP. A CT just drops directly into the site through the window, gets the kill, and now it's going to be a 1 versus 3. Jesus Juice trying to hunt as hard as he can. Gets 2 before he falls victim right there. Almost got the ace, and that was a 4K for him, but the 1v1 was won by Yeti. Too many players from different sides, and Honey BadgerZ takes an 8th round.
That round was kind of unlike Honey BadgerZ. They let Jesus Juice really just do a lot with it. I mean, they gave him an inch and he took the mile picking up those last 2 kills, and yet he didn't have a ton of HP left, although he was able to clean up the round. Took a lot of money out of Honey BadgerZ's hand. They were not necessarily forced last round. They didn't have a ton of money. They were able to buy up fully, but they took a ton of guns out of their hands. So even though they are still in the lead, they have 8 rounds, which is really good for CT's side. And they do have a scope and guns on all their members. They don't have a ton of extra money in the bank. I see $0 on Sparks, 200 on Hack, 100 apiece on Heartbreaker and Beat'em. So they have a lot just economically invested into this round. And so far, so good, getting that pick on Rage Quit Ron.
And yes, Darkstar 74-71, we are watching chat. At least I am turning over randomly. Round 13 is going now. First pick almost always so far in this game, it has been all Honey Badgers getting the initial pick here. As you can see, money-wise, not doing very solid. Heartbreaker only has armor, same with Sparks, but it's going to be a push, and doing work now is your CT team. Hack with 2, and spread out between BDM, Heartbreaker, and Yeti are going to be the rest of the kills. That is 9-4, nearing the end of the half here, and Victoria's Secret really needs to turn it on and grab some rounds.
Right, and this round isn't going to be the round that they need. They don't really have a ton of money in the bank. Instead of forcing up now and kind of having a half buy and a half buy, they're opting to save for last, trying to just take any round they can. They'd rather not play any low percentage rounds. So I like that play. I think it's smart. It's conservative. They've been kind of conservative all game, but I think they've been doing it well. They've had their backs against the wall a few times, with decision making, and I'm glad they're not just blowing it. I don't know. I feel like a lot of teams force a little too much, although it seems to be kind of the flavor of the month, especially in Europe. The European teams love to force.
Now we're going to be in a 2 versus 4 here. Clock and Rage Quit are going to be trying to work out. They get a kill now. That is a rifle that they can pick up. Actually, an op there. Rage Quit does grab that. So 2 versus 3, winnable here, but they're getting collapsed on from behind. Oh, wow. Hack with a very, very nice shot there over the top of the box to take down Clock. Now it's going to be a 1 versus 3. Rage Quit does have an op. He's used it well. Gets flanked, though, and the score is going to be 10-4. Only 1 round left in the half, and Victoria's Secret needs it badly.
Very much so. I said before 6. I mean, I guess the question was what's their safety net, and 6 is not a safety net. 6 is like the bare minimum if you want to compete, I feel like. So that it makes this 5th round like that much more important. I mean, if they don't win this, if they don't win this round, they don't win pistol. I mean, that pretty much seals it. Just mathematically, that's like 4 rounds. They are just running out of time, and if they don't start putting it together now, they are going to be sorely disappointed when they don't have any time down the line. Even if they start trading rounds as CTs, it's not going to matter if the Honey Badgers lead is so big.
And completely flashed right now. I do believe that was Creasy who caught that one in the face. They did get an opening pick here. Victoria's Secret did anyways. Still trying to work out through mid. One player there defending. Creasy ends up grabbing that kill also. So 2 on the round for him. Sparks playing in B. Knows it's a B take here. Gets 1 before he gets traded out. So now it's going to be a 2 versus 4. And Honey Badgers trying to claim this 11th round for themselves. Looking like it's going to be a hard take here. 2 versus 4. They have an op and a AK. I got flashed again, or the player got flashed. I couldn't see anything. So they're going to try and do what they can here. Last round, no time to save, nothing to do but try and make this take happen. Yeti still trying to work, gets taken down through the window. Honey Badgers hack gets 1 before he gets traded out, and that is going to be a 10-5 half for Honey Badgers, and that's going to be a tough hill to climb.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a Honey Badgers sided half to me, and I don't see this half really going any other direction than Honey Badgers winning pistol and proceeding to win the following rounds. But Victoria's Secret not dead. They did show kind of glimpses of hope in their play at times in the first half, and while they weren't able to put it together on a grander scale, it doesn't mean that they can't here. And Honey Badgers, I stand by the belief that if any team can do it to you, you can do it to them. I've had plenty of games where even on T-side nuke, we'll win like 9 or 10 rounds and we'll feel good about it. And then as soon as we swap over to the CT side, the other team starts putting together rounds. They can put together, as many as 8 or 9 or 10 or something like that. It just happens. That's just Counter-Strike.
And it looks like the mid to B is real. It's happening here. Clock is able to get 2, possibly 3. Couldn't see because the flashbang, and it looks like he did get 3. He's got 4, going for the ace here. He's going to get the pistol round ace, and no, Creasy steals it. So Victoria's Secret is able to hold on the pistol round, which is going to be big for them. They should be able to grab 2 more rounds after that and bring this to 10-8.
I see 2 Bisons and a Nova already out for Victoria's Secret. At face value, that looks like a recipe to get eco. The 2 other players have FAMASs, so that's not terrible, but I don't know. I feel like the general Counter-Strike meta is shifting away from the SMG buy just because it's so risky, and getting eco sets you back so much.
I can't agree with that one. The Pro 90 is way too strong. But Yeti is able to get an initial kill there, rocking the CZ75 auto, going for a second. Clock was all over the top of him, though, on Catwalk, so it's going to be 3 versus 4, and that nade is a complete touchdown for Clock. And look at this boost right here. Jesus Juice should fall victim to it, and almost ends up getting the 180 kill on Sparks, but Sparks is able to grab the gun. Now it's going to be a 1 versus 3. He's versus 2 FAMASas and a shotgun here. He does have a Bison in his hand and a player in front of him very low. Rotating back this way is going to be hard to make happen, considering the CTs have almost full health that he's going to be running into here, whereas if he goes the other way, and he's getting pushed from the side. Don't know. No, he's not in view.
He has to divine this. He has to divine it right now. I'm a little confused as to why he has the P250 out as his primary when he has a Bison in his back pocket.
Doesn't want to reload to make noise?
Maybe. I didn't see how many bullets he had in it.
If he gets this, he is pretty legit right here. Only a little bit of damage. Oh, but Clock was too hot with the FAMAS there. Gets the headshot, insta-dink on him, and that is going to be a 7th round for Victoria's Secret, but that was lots of guns dropped there. Only 2 FAMASas left.
Well, those were the 2 FAMAS. They only bought 2 FAMASas. So it's good that they were able to hold on to those. The other players that bought the Bison and the Nova actually have plenty of money in the bank to buy up. I said it again. There it is. But they have the rifles. I just want to point out that whatever the Twitch chat is counter, I joined in on that late. I wasn't watching the counter originally. It has to be overstated. I know it's like my go-to tick, but like there's no way. I know I'm being trolled on that one. Not you know I'm being trolled. I know I'm being trolled, so that doesn't count.
Anyway. Round 18 is underway here. Honey Badgers are looking to try and eco if they're able to. Doesn't look like they're going to be doing it so far. 2 players down. Yeti and BDAM both out of this round. And Clock with a nice spray right there. Going to try and take down Heartbreak. And he does get the spray down through the door for the kill. So now it's going to be a 2 versus 5. Now a 1 versus 5. Let's snap over to the last player's perspective. That's Hack. Can't pull the Glock down to get the kill. And that is going to be a 3K for Jesus Juice. And we are to 10 and 8, like I said. And Victoria's Secret is in this.
They are definitely in this. They put this together a lot faster and with a lot more ease than I thought they would. But this is the round that really matters the most. I mean, it's the gun round. Obviously, if you win the first pistol round, the next 2 rounds, they come natural. I mean, those are the easier rounds to pick up, and you shouldn't be dropping those. So now it's guns on guns.
Let's see if Honey Badgers is able to switch the momentum here. It has not been in their favor second half so far, as Victoria's Secret ended up taking the first round. Here might be a cat peek. Ooh, is he going to go for it? No, he's going to smoke and then possibly peek. Yeah, smoke, then peek. Interesting place to smoke, and just drops that in the lower. Doesn't commit to it. I am a big fan of the catwalk smoke. That nade worked. I'm a big fan of the catwalk smoke, so you can peek lower, because a lot of people like to peek out lower, and it's a little bit harder of a shot to make happen, but it works. Creasy is able to get another one. Actually, yeah, that's 2 on the round for him, including the nade, and the T's are kind of reeling a little bit here, trying to work their way through long and catwalk. Heartbreaker finally takes down Creasy, and that is going to give them a bid to the A-bomb site. Rotate, fast rotate is happening right now. Jesus Juice on the hold, though, gets 1, allows his teammates to get close, spraying through the smoke. Could have been a kill there on Clock. Going to be a 2 versus 3 now, and do you commit to the fast plant at this point?
Well, now that they got the picks, I definitely would. They really made a round out of nothing there. It surprises me that they were able to do that, but that's what coordination and teamwork does. They were able to split long, come on cat, get the frags that were on the people that were in the CT area, and just like that, the plant is out. They're in a 2-on-1, and I just don't see them losing this.
Nope, they had the angles. That was Sparks and Hack who had the angles there on Obese. Finally able to get a gun round, and this is what happened last time. As soon as they got a gun round here, they kind of walked away with it a little bit. Lost 2, ended up losing again, intermittently, one after the other kind of thing. But they ended up holding on once they got to that full buy.
Yeah, oh wow, Obese. 56 HP right off the bat. Must have gotten
that was a
knifed. That's unfortunate. That's pretty amateur. But whatever. They're on an eco. That's not the end of the world. It's better than a team kill, and they can move on from it if they can put together some eco kills right here.
Let's see what Honey Badgers is able to do here. It's got to be a big eco, and Creasy already falls victim. So now there are 2 players down against 5 with guns, no armor. There is a CZ, a Deagle, and a P250 on the board now. Rage Quit is trying to make something happen. Gets him so very low. Not able to capitalize, though. That was Hack, who goes down to 15 HP. And BDAM, is he going to go for this knife? And he does go for the knife, and he gets it. He gets the knife on Obese. It was actually Clock of Row who ended up knifing Obese at the beginning of the round. And BDAM, look at him. Look at him just on the lurk right there. Oh, he gets deagled, though. Not able to make it happen. Trying to go for another knife, and Sparks on the cleanup. So Honey Badgers, 2 in a row now. Score is 12-8.
In past iterations of Counter-Strike, the knife has kind of just been like an embarrassment tool. But in the new Counter-Strike, CSGO, maybe you've heard of it, it nets you a lot of money, $1,500 for a knife kill. So putting together the knife reg there, you know, it is like a little bit of just like the embarrassment, like, knifed him there. But it has a lot of economic implications, and because of that, beat him. Well, did he die that round? He had a lot of money. With that knife, that was an extra $1,500. I'm pretty sure it was him who got it. Maybe he must have dropped the gun for his teammate or something. But, you know, still, the knife is important. I mean, you can do a lot with it, especially like an eco round knife or something like that. That goes a long way.
2 kills already down. Victoria's Secret is looking good this round.
Man, that was
only
a nice
one
shot.
Player. Ooh, Rage Quit Ron is able to take down Hack at the end of that. Kills in succession there to open that round up for Victoria's Secret. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going and keep this game tight.
Victoria's Secret, you know, putting the rounds together. Okay, while we're doing quick justification, 2 Red Bulls on the train after work, and the counter is absolutely psyching me out. It's absolutely psyching me out.
Gonna be a B rush though.
It's
They're going in deep right now. Obesi's got 4, trying to clean up. Doesn't even know that the other player left alive is right there in the sight. Getting flanked. Rage Quit Ron is able to take that down and shut it down. Honey Badgers 12-10, but Victoria's Secret has got the momentum now in their favor. They might be able to get this within 1 round right here.
right. What I was going to say before I you knowed was that because Honey Badgers, you know, accrued such a large lead in the first half, they can definitely do this like round trading thing with Victoria's Secret, where they don't have to win every round, or they don't have to keep the momentum up all the time, because they can just, you know, win a few rounds here or there, and their lead is large enough where it doesn't make a difference. So they are, you know, still in a good position. That opening pick puts them in an even better position. They just need to really make sure they don't make any just glaring mistakes that Victoria's Secret can capitalize on. And I think that missed shot from Yeti is a glaring mistake that they will be able to win the round off of.
That was a good pick there from Obese. That's going to help his team out quite a bit. Rage Quit Ron has 2 kills on the round. Now there's 2 terrorists. They're going to try and rotate out through Catwalk and possibly work through mid. If they can get this mid pick here, that should be able to open up the B a little bit. Now the call is going to happen. I'm surprised there's not a big CT rotate yet. Not really committing to it. They're thinking possibly a fake here, excuse me, as I was watching I believe that's Jesus Juice out there at long, looking like he was going to try and flank middle. Not going for it, but your T's are going to commit here to B, and they're going to try and walk their way in. Obese is in the back of the site. This could be a 2v1 fight here, which would open it up. Then Rage Quit is going to be the closest one with the op. Obese sees a player, takes a couple shots, ends up connecting with the last few, and Obese, actually Rage Quit on the fast rotate, takes that down, and we are within 1. Score is 12-11. Honey Badgers is still up.
The lead is being narrowed way closer than Honey Badgers. Like, I mean, you got to assume. In that round, I like how Victoria's Secret stayed spread out when they had the man advantage on the 4 or 5 on 2 situation. Where last time they had that man advantage, they let Honey Badgers split long and cat and make a round out of it, even though they really had no business doing that. And this round, it's a full-on rush for Honey Badgers, and it's not really working out for them. It's going to be a nice nade and a tie score now. Honey Badgers got to be sweating a little bit.
I know, they have to. I read it in chat, I had to.
It's sad. I mean, you can't have an A+ cast every time. I think if you just work around those. It's
Just
the
work around it.
meat of what I'm saying, not the filler.
We're building a workaround currently. But it is all tied up 12-12 currently. So Honey Badger's on a little bit of a slump here. Victoria's Secret is definitely steamrolling their way back into this game, not laying down and letting Honey Badgers just run away with it. And Rage Quit might get a pick here. No, it takes a bit of damage. B-Dam takes none. And here's going to be a push. That's Creasy going to be pushing. Does he get shot? No, takes some op damage, or nade damage, excuse me, no op damage. B-Dam getting Rage Quit when he got a little greedy on the repeak, and they're going to commit. Is this going to be another mid to B here? Are they just going full out mid to B?
Well, yeah, seems like it. They're rushing straight at B, and 7-man who is obese is the only person there bobbing and whipping, but you gotta imagine he's going to get taken, and he does.
We are full robot mode currently, but the bomb is going to be going down into the B bomb site. It's going to be a 3 versus 4. Now a 3 versus 3 as Creasy evens it up a little bit. CT's on the rotate, trying to get in there. Jesus Juice gets taken down. Heartbreaker with the 2K. Now Creasy by himself. He's got to fight against 2 terrorists here. This is going to be a hard-fought battle, and he's not able to make it happen as B-Dam steps through the door on his flank and pulls his face away. And that is going to be a 13-12 in favor of Honey Badgers finally picking up another round. And they want to stop the momentum.
With their back against the wall, they are,
We are robots so hard right now.
Am I?
I'm losing you a little bit.
Can you still hear me?
No, hardly. I can hardly hear you.
I didn't know enough times while I come back.
I don't. I lost you too far. I'm just gonna keep going, and hopefully we'll settle out in a second here. Score, as I said, is 13-12. Round 26 is underway here, and Rage Quit Ron is already down. So Honey Badgers doing work initially. Getting that first pick is gonna help them out move forward here. Give them that 5 versus 4, which they desperately need here, especially since Victoria's Secret has turned it on so much in the later half of this game after. I should say a dismal first half. I don't want to be too hard on these guys, but they definitely should have won a few more rounds on their terrorist side, as it is generally a T-sided map here. Victoria's Secret battling back. Obese gets a kill, so now it's a 4 versus 4, and your T's are splitting up between. It looks like it should be a cat and long take two-man split here. And are we back later? We good?
Let's find out.
Oh, we are roboting.
Still not even.
We are roboting full tilt now. Hack and Sparks both getting kills. Honey Badgers looking to take control of this. They do have it. They have a 2-man advantage here. Obese and Jesus Juice gotta fight. Obese and Jesus Juice. That in succession just sounds hilarious to me. And we are still going. Bomb is going to be planted. It looks like they're just going to go for some exit kills here. Not even commit to the exit kills. They're just going to wait and try and save their guns and fight another day, as Honey Badgers will have 14 rounds in their pocket when this is all said and done. And Victoria's Secret is definitely going to want to play for the win. Excuse me. And so they're just going to go full tilt and try and get this next couple of rounds. Not play for the tie. Nobody likes playing for the tie. And looks like your camera is steadied a little bit. I wonder if you're still robot.
We just got to use the test phrase.
Oh,
we
are still.
We're back.
We are 100% Tokyo Drift robot right now. It's getting better. It is getting better. The camera is actually graining out less, so I think. Give me a Oh, your money. You're good.
Oh, I'm back. Oh my God, I am plugged in with Ethernet. This is just poor internet service. I cannot whatever the opposite of recommend my ISP enough. It's pretty terrible.
It is just lag here. He is rocking the exact same microphone. Actually, you have the Pro, don't you? Yours is the high quality +1 version of mine, so his is even nicer than mine. It's just a little bit of internet lag here. Hopefully it'll go away, and so far it has. He is back to non-robot mode, but round 27 is underway, and Honey Badgers is looking to try and secure that 15th round, which would guarantee them at least the overtime, so they could fight for the overtime victory, and it puts the heat on to Victoria's Secret, forces them to try and win every round after that to stay in it to force overtime themselves. Nobody wants to be in that situation. Nobody likes to play overtime, unless apparently you are Mohan's team, because
they thrive on that.
They love overtime. Those guys are overtime champions. Initial pick is going to go to B-Dam, who takes down Creasy. Obese was just lurking behind the car in the nook there. Just ended up catching a player trying to sneak into the bomb site, and he actually pulled a full rotate from his team and a full rotate from the CT team, who are also trying to push their way into mid. 1 kill. That's going to be Heartbreaker who grabs that one. Now it's going to be a 3 versus 4. Low players into B. Obese has a chance to tear them all apart, and he gets 1, gets 2, and going for the last remaining player left alive, and he does get him. That is going to be Sparks, who was not aware that Obese actually moved his way out of the middle of the site onto the platform on the flank, and Honey Badgers is now allowing Victoria's Secret to bring this within 1 round, 14-13.
Honey Badgers has clearly been fueled by the close score, as they're starting to put it together in a much more meaningful way. It was really Obese with just the individual play that shut down that B take with that nice shot through smoke. I don't know if you caught that, but it was a nice string of kills. And without Obese holding it down, I'm going for it now. I'm going full into the mode. I've given up on trying to hold it out. I'm gonna go back and replace all the with knows.
That would be an interesting mix there. But round 28, we are almost, as Cotton just talked about, we are down to the wire here, guys. This is going to be a very, very close match. I didn't predict it was going to be this close. I thought Honey Badgers was going to run away with this. I did not have enough faith in Victoria's Secret. Considering I've never seen them before, this is eye-opening here. Look at that Nova push, and he gets 1. That is going to be Clock who goes down there, and there's an op from Sparks. So now 2 players down from your CT team. Only 1 down from the Terrorist team. They have the man advantage. Now they have guns. And, yes, that Nova just got dropped finally, and it's going to be a full take into the B bomb site. 1 player is going to be in the tunnels. He's going to get flanked from the side. Not able to take anyone down. That's going to be Obese who falls victim at the end of that. Creasy on the nice flank right here. Is the Yeti player going to get him? No. Yeti is not able to grab that, so it's going to be a 2 versus 3 retake. Now it's going to be a 2 versus 1. And can he get in the site and get it? Creasy's peeking out, gets 1. And why am I stuck on nothing? Oh, that was brutal. Honey Badger secures that 15th round, but I was stuck on a dead body.
That's unfortunate. The number 7 man, who is Obese, was in a really good position that round. When the mid to B split was happening, he fell back into tunnels, and I really thought it was going to pay off for him. But Honey Badgers is constantly working off each other, splitting, and making sure that no stone is left unturned as he got caught off guard on a flank. So, match point for Honey Badgers. I think they have it in them. If Victoria's Secret can bring it back to overtime, more power to them.
It's going to be tight here. They have to win all of the remaining rounds, which is only 2 this round and 1 more to keep themselves into this game. If Honey Badgers wins either of those, that is going to be the game. And for some reason, I am just continually stuck on nothing. No idea why.
That's the worst glitch.
Yes, stuck on nothing. They have committed 2 players down from your Terrorist team and 2 players down now from the CT team. Creasy got 2 before he got taken down, and Clock. Oh, Obese is going to get caught right here. Obese does get caught. Now it's a 3 versus 2. Winnable still. Clock is only rocking a pistol here, and they're going to commit to this mid to B. The rest of the players are going to rotate through mid into the B tunnels and try and take the B bomb site, which they now know is completely open, as one of their teammates, I do believe that is B-Dam, is fully into the site now. And here comes the 2-man retake without... Oh, no, Clock was able to pick up a FNOS that was dropped in the middle. Bomb plant into B. This is for all the marbles here. This is going to be a 2-man retake attempt. Let's be following it from the CT side. That is going to be Rage Quit trying to get 1. Can he get the kill? And he's not able to. And his teammate also falls victim at the end of that. Honey Badgers takes it home 16-13. And they move on. They are actually going to play La Familia in the lower bracket finals of the Spring Classic.
That game actually came down a lot closer than